How you doing, everyone? Welcome to Motivated Painters once again. Today I'll be showing you something that I don't normally do, but I wanted to show you how to do it. Alright, so first things first, well, this is second. I washed everything and tacked it, blow it. This is SG05 sealer. One of the things that I recommend you do when you're doing SG05 or any sealer really is to make sure you get good coverage under, and make sure you have a gun that's going to lay it down in a way that it's not going to be orange peely, because everything is going to mold to what the sealer looks like. So if you have your sealer or orange peely, then your base is going to look orange peely. When you clear, it's going to be orange peely, and you're going to go crazy trying to figure out why your clear is going on orange peely. So if you're sealing something, you have to make sure that you get a proper gun, you get a good gun, so that you can lay it down nice and smooth. I use this I use a Tecna Pro Light and the 1.3, and that's what I use. So, and it works out. So I'm gonna put, we're doing a brand new bumper here, and we're blending the fenders and the hood. We don't usually get this much blend for stuff, but we got it for this one. So like I've said before, if I get a blend, I'm gonna take it, because I love blending. I think it's the best way to do something. So there was a little burn through there, so I put some base on there. But I'm trying to keep away the base from the top of the hood, right? As you can see there's almost a line across the hood there. So put my second coat on my bumper, nice and wet, because I'm only going to put 2 coats on this bumper and then the control coat. So I want to make sure that I get nice coverage under. Get your edges. Make sure you get your edges. If you need to turn off the lights and get a sun gun in there, then do that, because that will help you out a lot. You want to make sure that you're putting enough coverage on the bumper, because you're going to do the same thing on the hood and the fenders. So as you can tell, I screwed up my video, but I was spraying down, I was spraying towards the floor, right? I was spraying away from the vehicle, so that way you won't have problems with too much sand piling. But I did tack after every single coat, and the reason why I do that is because if you're trying to stay away from the top there, you want to make sure that that you're not going to have sand piling or anything like that, because that could throw off the color as well. So this is my third coat, and I'm doing a medium wet coat, and as you can tell, I'm stopping, right? I'm letting go of the trigger, and I'm also backing away at the same time, so I'm not going to have a big harsh line there, right? Control coat on the bumper to get that nice metallic laying down the way that it's supposed to, and looking good. And then we're going to focus on the front end, we're going to focus on the hood and the fenders to make sure that they are good. I think one of the things that we do as painters is we're doing way too many things at once. So what happens is our mind can only focus on one thing at a time, believe it or not. If you think you're multitasking, you're really focusing on one thing at a time, and you're not being efficient. You're not putting all your focus on one thing, so you're not going to do anything well. You're not going to do anything really good. So I'm going to do a double control coat on this, so as you can tell, it's not going on wet. You can't see any wet spots. This is the way that I recommend you do it. You do a double control coat on this. Very difficult silvers, sometimes can be tricky. Now, I do want to say this. I usually do not do this, because it's much easier to just paint the whole hood, to just cover the whole hood, because you're not trying to blend the color in such a big flat area, which is very difficult to blend the color. but I made sure that I had some coverage. I make sure that I tacked after every single coat except the control coat. You don't want to tack after a control coat because that's going to make your metallics move and you might run into problems with that. So tack all the way until control coat. After control coat, don't tack, so you can have a nice job. You have those metallics standing up the way that they need to be. So I'm putting two medium wet coats of base on this BMW, and I like the way it came out. I mean, I preferably would have done just do the whole hood because it just looks much better. You could see the blend just a tiny little bit. I mean, the customer was happy. They took the car, they were so happy. But I mean, to get it, you know, almost perfect, you want to do the whole front, the whole hood, because that way you can lose the color better. But like I said, it turned out great. I was happy with it. I'm sure you could find something wrong with it, but yeah, it was really good. It was good. So 2 medium wet coats of clear. I'm using an Iwata WS 400 13 HD. So this gun is great, and one thing that I like about this gun, I like to move fast. So I put the pressure to like up to 30, sometimes even higher, depending on how the weather's doing. So, and it works out really well. So people say it's too high, but hey, I'm the one painting the car, not them. So if you want to try that. Put your pressure up to 30, 35 even, and see how your finish comes out. And let me know, because I do want to know. So 2 coats, like I said, and this job came out beautiful. So yeah, I don't recommend doing this because sometimes you can run into problems. So I wanted to make a video just to show you that it's possible, that you can do it. You just need the right procedure to do it properly. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this far, you're the best. I appreciate you so much. Oh, another quick tip before we go. You don't want to put too much clear on the fenders because then they're going to look darker to the door. So some people do just one coat, right? Some people just do one coat on the fenders, but sometimes you can't. I don't know, I don't like doing that because sometimes you get sand piling and you have to do a lot of polishing. So yeah, I did 70 passes, so on the whole front end. So maybe if you're doing a car that's about that big, same size, you want to do 70 passes and see how it looks like. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram if you're not following Motivated Painters on Instagram. Motivated Painters on Instagram. You will enjoy what's going on there. Join the conversation, join the community there, and I'll see you next time. Coming to you from the middle of the ocean right now. I needed to get this video out to you guys, so take care. Stay tuned for that giveaway, by the way, and I promise to keep making videos to help you guys with painting and what you do. So take care so much, and God bless.